The Bushcrafty Talks.
What's up? Bushcrafty back again with Bushcrafty Talks. Yep. Big old steel plate in the middle of the road. It's not too bad of a day. It looks nice and everything. Really humid for some really odd reason, because there's no rain or anything we've had in the last few days. It's just a really humid day. We had a lot of fog last night, and made everything really damp. As Lake would say, moist. But anyways, guys, what to talk about? Well, there was something I've been kind of want to touch on. Was, I don't know, it's kind of like people's priorities and whatnot. Not to mention people who wear their pants 3 sizes too big and walk around like they're a monkey or something, because they can't hold their pants up and they have to wear them below their butt cheeks or something. Anyway, it's a really odd thing. Anyway, people's priorities. Now, through life, it's, you know, after you're a teenager and you get out of your house. Well, the way it used to be. The first thing you wanted to do, you wanted to get your own vehicle. As soon as you get your own vehicle, dang thing, you can never get it straight. Then it never wants to stay there. Get your own vehicle, then you want to move out. As soon as you move out, you start realizing, well, you got to pay rent, you got to pay insurance, and all that fun stuff. Well, I need a better job. Then that's when the priorities start hitting you, what you need to do and whatnot. Well, a lot of that stuff is tossed out the windows nowadays, because man's priority now, once he turns a certain age, he just still wants to stay at the house, sit in the basement, play video games, what have you. Then they don't want to get a driver's license. They don't want to get a girlfriend. Man, that was like priority number one when I was at a certain age. Now it's like it's not there, and that's a lot of priorities have went out the window. But again, like I said, when our priorities change as we go older and stuff, once you start having kids, you get you a wife, and you start having kids, and you start thinking about getting a house, getting new vehicles, getting a boat to go fishing and stuff like that. But it may seem really odd, and I talk about this all the time, how my wife had changed me, and one of the things been throwing off my priorities. One of the things was, when we got married, well, even before I got married, she was Catholic, her family was Catholic and everything. So in order for her to get, or us to get married, we had to go to class. So that was a priority for us to do. And I found out by going to those classes and being around her family and whatnot that there's another priority that a lot of people forget until they get, a lot older in life. And that's, God, religion, and I think a lot of people skip that priority in their lives until they do get older and whatnot. And that became a priority for us, was, getting through these classes, and I enjoyed them. I learned so much. Before that, I didn't really know much about it or anything like that. And I'm not saying one religion is better than another religion, because everybody has their own opinions and everything about different religions and everything. To me, I don't call myself a certain thing or anything. I just believe in God, and what I'm talking about priorities is, I think it was so much easier for us when we had God starting out as a priority, instead of 20, 30 years down the road when it normally comes into focus. Because we had it rough a few times, but we would go to church. We would, it's Catholic church, so you light candles and do a few other things that's different, but we would pray, and boom, we came into some property. The next thing, we came into a trailer. It was us just starting out, and we had paid off the property, paid off the trailer. We owned everything outright. Now, I'm not saying we had it easy, but it was, I don't know, somewhat less of a struggle. It seemed like, we had somebody in our corner that was always there to help us. And it's not like, oh, well, we need a new TV and go to church and pray for it or something. It's just, we just talked about things that we, to improve our family and whatnot. And we would go to church every Sunday, and we'd go to, church functions and things. And we were one of the youngest family that would participate into a lot of those things. And everything seemed to click that way. And I'm not saying it's for everybody. There's some people that it takes them half their lives or more than their lives to actually prioritize their religion and stuff. But, and again, and there are some people who will say, well, didn't you lose your wife and this and that? And yeah, but it was time, and I hate to say it, but it was her time to go. Um, I'm not saying it was, happy at the time, because I would give anything for that to never happen. But um, it's one of those things. It took me a long time to get over it. Um, some say I'm still not over it, which I don't think anybody ever would be. But it did. It was one heck of a challenge. I'll tell you that. Um, because single father of 5 kids, um, youngest one being under 2 years old. And son being autistic, but I think I rose to the challenge, and my kids are all doing good. Wish the one wasn't in the military at the moment, but it is what it is. And I don't talk about it. I don't make it a major thing, because I kind of do the low key, where I believe in God and everything. I keep it to myself. I have my own relationship with God that, it's not a secret or anything. It's just, it's just what it is. There's some people that are meant to express it in one way, and there's people who are meant to express it in another way. It doesn't make any difference as long as it's, it gets out there and it's known. I might talk about, God and religion and everything, and for 20, 30 years, and never reach one person. And there's that one time that you could just reach somebody from just their story sounds like your story, type of thing. But anyways, guys, I'm here at Goodwill again. I just want people to know that sometimes rethink some of your priorities. You may think you have to get this, you have to get that, you have to be at that level in your community and stuff before you can think about other things. But sometimes putting God at the very first priority will open those other things and just make it so much simpler for yourself and your family and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm not making much sense, because sometimes I do. I talk myself out of what I'm thinking about relaying to people. Anyways, guys, like always, never give up, and God bless you.